Okay, we've got our colors here ready to mix. They all have red, yellow, and blue. This one's the only one that I've added a little bit of white in, and we're just gonna see what happens when we mix some of these. Some of these have very little bits of blue in them. Some of them have very little bits of red in them. Some of them have equal parts. It's just to see what type of brown comes out. So the first thing you do you dive in with a dry paintbrush?
No.
What do you do first?
Wet it.
You wet it. Wet it, get it good and wet. But do we want a sopping wet paintbrush to come onto here?
No.
Then what do?
Dry it.
Dab it. You dab it just a little bit. You don't need to dry it totally. Let me show you. Wet.
There. Dabbed it.
Dab, dab. That's it. Okay? Now, pick one and slowly mix. Do you want to jam your paintbrush in?
No.
Do we want to go like this?
No.
No, that ruins the paintbrush. Okay, nice and light. Start mixing it all in. And let's see what happens. Mix, mix, mix.
Austin, you're doing the same one that I'm doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see what it turns into.
It's turning into a raspberry.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's kind of getting brownish.
A raspberry.
A raspberry brown?
Not what I need.
That's okay.
Darker brown.
Okay, now you know that you need a bit of a darker brown. How can we make that a darker brown without using black?
Use the others.
Okay.
Well, I think this...
If it's too red, then it needs more of a different color. Does it need more red?
No.
No.
More blue.
Ah, you got it. More blue. How about you grab some blue from there and put it in there and see what happens.
No,
Mix it in real good. Now, what do you think?
Good.
Is that a good start for you?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
This one's perfect now.
It's perfect now. Did you add just blue or something else?
Blue and yellow.
There you go. So it had too much red. You needed more blue and more yellow.
Yeah.
All right, now you can slowly go ahead and start painting. I like how you're holding it halfway up. Make sure that you are still nice and loose. Ooh, those are good strokes already, Becca.
I think I should use the smaller one.
That's okay. You can stop now and switch to a smaller brush if you like. Just put that one back in the water. Good.
Get any little cracks.
I'm going to go ahead and start on mine too. Okay, dab, dab. Becca, I'm going to steal a little bit of your raspberry brown here. I think it's really pretty.
Yeah.
And you do something called loading your paintbrush. This means we add lots of paint to the paintbrush.
I think
Do we want to add it all the way? Do we add the paint all the way up to so that it covers this part here?
No.
No, that's messy. We don't do
Mama,
that.
I think I'll make the new ones now.
You'll make the new ones? Okay, how are you going to do that? How are you going to do that?
I'm
just mixing.
I'm gonna use a small one.
What are you going to mix? Those colors there? And see what happens next? Can I steal some of your darker brown?
Sure.
Thanks. I'm just going to... Let's see, I'm halfway up, and I'm kind of using my pinky, I don't know if you can see here, if I go like this, to steady my hand. Because if I'm like this, I can just, putting your pinky down can help steady your hand. So I'm going to do that.
Do this one now.
And nice and loose, it doesn't have to be perfect. This is just the beginning of the drawing. Let's see. Becca, can I use this
Look at
part
this
over
one.
here?
This is like also like
Thanks.
your...
I'm gonna mix.
Look at this one, Becca.
Nice.
How's that turning out?
I'm gonna mix this one.
You gonna mix that one? I'm gonna
Little bit.
make this heavy on the yellow because I need it to be light.
This one needs to be heavy on the blue, I think.
Yeah? Okay, so that's a good light orangey color I got there.
Yellow.
And I'm just going to add a little bit of blue.
Look at this dark brown.
Ooh, that's really dark.
It's
It's like the shadow part, isn't
Look
it?
at this one. Look at this one I made.
What do you think about this brown?
Mama, look
Huh?
at this one.
Oh yeah, that's heavy on the red again. right?
Mine's really heavy. Mine's heavy on
I
the
need to
blue
put this
and the
somewhere.
red. Also, look how heavy mine is on the red. Blue and red.
Now I'm gonna see what this.
I'm gonna add some white to mine because I want to make a very light brown.
Look at this one.
Also, look at this one.
All of them basically mixed together.
Yeah,
This
now-
one and this one.
Now check this out. Check this out.
Whoa.
See how it's turning into a light brown?
Yeah.
So if you need light brown, make sure that you are heavy on the yellow and then add white.
I'm done. Look at my colors I made.
They look great.
Wait, you're making a branch too? Oh,
Yeah, I figured I'd go ahead and keep going since we have all this brown to use.
Let
Mama.
me find my.
Yes, honey?
Oopsie, you accidentally got it. Oh no. Excellent.
You got some on the table there? It's okay. That's why we use tempera. It washes right out.
I'm gonna get my tree branch done too.
Let's
See which brown.
This paper towel gave.
This one.
Okay,
Use this
there.
brown.
Is that better?
Oopsie. See.
Did you forget to dab your paintbrush, Becca?
No.
Oh, okay, good. Good. It's a nice light brown.
There's that. Mama. Mama.
Great. Let's see. Good, strong trunk there. How about, can we try something, Austin? Can we add a little white
Okay.
to one of these so you can have maybe like a lighter spot and a darker spot on your trunk? So you're showing shadow and light? Go ahead and mix
Now
that.
I only need a little bit of
Whoa.
white.
That changed it.
It did, didn't it?
I only
What if I
Do
mix
you like it
some
that way?
browns with a brown?
It'll change it. Do you like the way that one is, or do you want
Yeah.
more white or more something else? Okay, good.
I'm adding a. Look how good mine's going.
It's going
I'm
great.
adding a little bit of your light.
Okay, that's great.
Let's change it some.
It is changing it.
Look. What's that? Now some of this dark.
All right, now I
I'm
want to
gonna
use some dark.
light.
Okay.
I'm
Now I want to use some dark, and I want to make some dark shadows. It's easier to go after you've made your lights to then do your shadows because it's a lot harder. It's harder to get your shadows. I mean, I'm sorry, that's backwards. It's hard to get your lights in after you've drawn or painted in your shadows. Does that make any sense? Did I say that right? Did that make sense to you? No?
No, not really.
Okay, so if you
I'm listening.
yeah, if you are painting a painting, you want to paint your medium colors first, your lights next, and then go back into your shadows. That's there's
Light,
like
dark,
100,000 ways to do a painting, but that's a surefire way to make sure you get lights, darks, and in betweens.
Let's see which dark. Raspberry is more of a. Use this one.
Mama,
Yes,
look,
honey.
I'm working on my trunk.
You are working on your trunk. You're doing a great job with that trunk, honey.
There's the shadow, Mama.
You got a good shadow in? Awesome.
Mine had, Mama, I did some black, so when I add the green, I used a pencil, so when I add the green will be a little dark, because I add the black
Yeah?
for the shadow, because look at my drawing.
Mm-hmm.
So I did that.
All right, and with this, we are going to finish up,
Wait,
do our last strokes,
I'm gonna add a little bit of blue.
add some blue.
Hey, all the blues mixed up.
Oh, you need some more blue?
Yeah.
Okay.
Want
Let's see.
some that's over
I
there.
used all my palettes. See, Mama? Mama, see?
Only a little.
I have some
Somewhat.
blue in this one.
Blue. What do you think's going to happen when you add the blue to it?
Let's find out.
Let's find out. You want a lot or a little?
A lot.
That's good.
See what happens.
Yeah.
Ooh, look at the color.
Oh my gosh, it's getting really dark.
Well, look at this.
Some more of a shadow.
Ooh,
This is
Becca.
way more
I
of a-
love how you're adding on the blue right on
Mama,
top and the
I
colors
think I
mixing.
just made black.
Congratulations, Austin. You just made black. blue is a very, very dark color, and it darkens things very, very quickly. So when you want to make something dark, you can add some blue to it.
See what happens when I give some blue to this one.
Mama, I'm gonna make this turn kind of like, I'm gonna get this a little darker.
That darker? Go for it. I'm going to say I'm done with mine.
I'm just gonna say I'm done with mine too.
And I think this is a good place to stop. I've got medium browns, I've got light browns, and I've got dark browns in there. And they're all a little bit different.
Oops.
This is how we keep the painting from looking flat and boring.
Look, I think I just made like a brownish black.
Yeah,
It's more like a brownish.
it is a brownish black.
So many browns.
Good stuff, guys. Good stuff. All
Look at
right.
look at it.
Yeah. So you're getting a little too excited there. You see how the paintbrush is splitting?
Oh.
We need to be a little more careful with the paintbrush. All right, and that's where we're going to stop for today.